Cardi B has set the internet on fire with explosive revelations that point fingers at Offset and Ari Fletcher in a scandal involving betrayal, manipulation, and a calculated smear campaign. What began as vague whispers online spiraled into a high-profile social media battle, fueled by leaked DMs, voice messages, and Cardi's own furious public declarations. But this wasn't just a celebrity spat. It exposed a tangled web of deceit involving not only personal betrayal, but orchestrated efforts to tarnish reputations and rewrite narratives. The tension reached its peak when Cardi took to Instagram Live, delivering a fiery message that was as calculated as it was emotional. Her voice was steady but sharp, and her message left no room for doubt. She accused Offset, her estranged husband, of collaborating with a specific blogger to manipulate the public's perception of their rocky relationship. According to Cardi, this blogger wasn't acting alone, but was actively being paid by Offset to push a narrative that made her look unstable and unfaithful, while positioning him as the victim. Cardi's breaking point had been reached after enduring what she described as 4 months of trolling and targeted harassment. The voice messages Cardi referred to weren't subtle. She claimed they included explicit threats, cruel insults, and even attempts to sabotage her connections with other influencers and professionals. The messages, sent directly to her phone, often came at night, escalating in frequency and hostility. They weren't anonymous. Cardi made it clear that she knew exactly who was behind them, and warned that she would release every receipt if she didn't receive a public apology by noon the following day. Her target, a blogger named Alexis, who had built a reputation on social media for her relentless focus on Cardi's personal issues. Cardi accused Alexis of being Offset's pet, a person used to disseminate false narratives, discredit her, and distort the public image of their marital issues. Fans and internet sleuths quickly identified Alexis's profile, noting her history of anti-Cardi posts and her seeming allegiance to Offset. The blogger ran a page that rarely had anything positive to say about Cardi, and her posts often mirrored Offset's own public disputes with her. The connection didn't go unnoticed, and within hours, Alexis's social media was flooded with backlash. Alexis refused to apologize. Instead, she responded with defiance, flipping the blame and accusing Cardi of intimidation. She claimed she had damning information about Cardi, but had chosen not to reveal it, out of what she called integrity. But if Cardi continued pressing the issue, she warned she would not hesitate to publish everything. In her own words, she was owed an apology, not the other way around. That's when the bombshell hit. Screenshots of direct messages between Cardi and Alexis were leaked, in which Cardi accused Offset of cheating on her with Ari Fletcher, an Instagram model and influencer who had publicly expressed support for Cardi's music just weeks earlier. The timing was scandalous. According to Cardi, this affair took place while she and Offset were still married, and while Ari maintained a public image of friendliness toward her, it wasn't speculation. Cardi was specific, stating that Offset had not only cheated, but had done so in ways that directly disrespected her trust, her brand, and their family. Ari's involvement added a new layer of betrayal to an already volatile situation. Social media users were quick to highlight recent instances where Ari had been seen dancing to Cardi's music on Instagram stories, liking Cardi's posts, and even speaking positively about her in interviews. To Cardi's fans, these moments now appeared to be manipulative and performative, designed to maintain a friendly public relationship while hiding a private betrayal. Offset's response didn't clear the air. Instead of denying the affair outright, he vaguely hinted at Cardi's own alleged infidelities, tweeting suggestive remarks that implied she wasn't innocent either. One tweet stood out in particular. When someone defended Cardi against cheating allegations, Offset replied, "She wasn't though." The tweet did not sit well with fans. Many saw it as a transparent attempt to deflect from his own actions, using ambiguity and innuendo rather than directly addressing the issue at hand. Meanwhile, another feud was boiling under the surface. Cardi's ongoing conflict with fellow artist Bea resurfaced during the drama, complicating the narrative even further. Months prior, Bea had accused Cardi of stealing her look and music style, initiating a public argument that spilled across platforms. Cardi responded by sharing dates, production timelines, and receipts that showed her work had been created independently. She claimed to have reached out to Bea in an attempt to clear the air, and their initial conversation ended on a civil note. But things took a darker turn when Bea reportedly told others that Cardi had a secret lover and that an intimate video of them existed. According to Cardi, this rumor wasn't just baseless, it was slanderous. She went as far as offering $1 million to anyone who could produce the alleged footage. Confident there was no video to be found, Cardi said the rumor was either completely fabricated or part of a coordinated smear campaign, possibly fueled by Offset's allies. To get to the bottom of the rumor, Cardi contacted individuals who who were allegedly shown the tape, including a producer and a rapper with close ties to Offset. None of them had seen the video. Cardi then confronted Bea directly, who reportedly denied showing the clip to anyone. But by that time, the damage was done. The narrative had taken on a life of its own, amplified by social media and blogs eager to speculate. Amid the growing chaos, Alexis fanned the flames by reposting an old tweet from Ari Fletcher. The tweet cryptically referenced someone coming to her as a woman, which Alexis suggested was Cardi attempting to confront Ari about the affair. According to Alexis, Cardi had even reached out to Moneybagg Yo, Ari's partner, in an effort to reveal what was happening. But if the claims were true, he apparently didn't care. That revelation stunned fans, making the betrayal seem even more personal and deliberate. The online reaction was swift and polarized. Some defended Cardi, praising her for standing up for herself after enduring months of abuse and betrayal. Others condemned Offset and Ari for their roles in the scandal, calling out their actions as calculated and cruel. A few questioned Cardi's decision to go public, but most agreed that she had been provoked into responding. Despite the unfolding drama, neither Offset nor Ari have provided a full public statement. Offset has remained vague, while Ari has remained mostly silent. Cardi, on the other hand, has taken a step back after dropping the receipts, possibly allowing the facts to speak for themselves. The silence from her end now feels more powerful than any response, an indication that her claims might be too solid to challenge. This isn't the first public conflict between Cardi and Offset, but it might be the most damaging. It involves not only a breakdown in their relationship, but also a revelation of a broader strategy to discredit Cardi publicly. From bloggers on payroll to former friends spreading damaging rumors, the web of betrayal runs deep. This scandal is still unfolding. As the internet speculates on what's next, one thing is clear: the facade of loyalty and support from those closest to Cardi has been shattered, and the fallout is only just beginning. Make sure to like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for the next update, because in this drama the truth might be messy, but it's far from over.